eastern suburbs. For those that aren't familiar, a significant transformation across the club in the past few years, especially in the academy space. To Johnny, to Jordan, to everybody else who has made this happen, has done a fantastic body of work over the last couple of years. The style of football that's on display today was exceptional, and the results are slowly starting to tell. So, to everybody involved in the club, a big congratulations, obviously, to the coaching staff and the players today. Certainly a day that I don't think any of you will forget in the near future. Please come forward, boys, to collect your wins medals and ladies and gentlemen, the moment that everyone at East has been waiting for, presenting your 2026 Kappa Queensland curating for the Eastern Suburbs. Finally, ladies and gentlemen, a big thank you to everybody who's come out and supported our Queensland Cup finals day here at Spencer Park and supported the Kappa Queensland Cup throughout the entire tournament in 2026. For those of you that are hanging around, we've got our Under-18 Girls final between Lions FC and the Gold Wrestling Night kicking off very shortly. For those of you who are leaving us after this game, thank you for your support and please travel home safely.
to Spencer Park. We kick off our Women's Cup competitions this afternoon with the Under-18 Kappa Queensland Cup final. Lions FC and Gold Coast United step out for what will be a first-time final appearance for both clubs in this competition. A big moment for two young squads on the rise. Lions arriving as current league leaders, steady and well-drilled, while United sit in third, carrying a season built on depth and emerging talent. It's a cup final defined more by opportunity than rivalry. Two pathways meeting at the top end of the competition with a trophy on the line and a chance for a young group of players to make their mark. I'm joined for this one by James Coughlin. James, we've got an exciting matchup on our hands here.
Well, yeah, certainly, Amy. It's two sides that have plenty of history of success at NPL senior level, and a lot of that does come down to the production lines that they've put in place in the youth departments as well. Lions, we know how many players have come through from their youth program. Same for Gold Coast United as well. A lot of exciting young prospects for the future of football here in Queensland.
Absolutely, and with that we will run through the lineups. I'll start with our officials. In the middle for the action this afternoon, we have Piper Jenkins, supported by Oliver Anderson, Chloe Eldridge and Taylor Brotherston. For Lions FC, in between the sticks, we have number 20, Millie Hurst, Ayla Loutsev, Tallulah Rose, Grace Ortred, Gemma James, Captain Alyssa Hare, Georgia Terps, Ash Jones, Eva Highland, Lily Simpson and Michaela Peel start this afternoon for Lions FC, coached by Andrew White. For Gold Coast United, starting in between the sticks, we have Jessica Taylor, Maddie Fernandez, the number 49, 52 Georgia Dixon, 47 Amelia Watson, 53 Chloe Craven, 17 Polly Jefford, 40 Carly Little, 41 Ava Hintz, 51 Miller Andriano, 44 Taylor McMurtry, 42 Mally Goodwin. Some names to certainly keep in mind for the future, folks. We've got an exciting afternoon. It's already kicked off here at Spencer Park with the under-18 boys. And what a game that was. James was on the mic for that one. Eastern Suburbs taking the cup home with them after making it go to extra time and then popping up in the last minute again to send it to an exciting penalty shootout. That
was one of the most fun games I've seen this season. East scored in the 4th minute, gave up 2 goals to go into half-time. They equalised in 90 plus 5 on the clock, and then an own goal each way, I think, in extra time as well. I'm still not sure who scored the 120th minute equaliser for East. And then the final 3 penalties were unsuccessful, handing East a 4-3 victory in the shootout. If that's any sort of precedent for the games that we've got coming up for the next 6, 7, 8 hours, however long we're here for, that's a very good sign. Although I think we're in for the next 2 games, 2 women's matches and 2 very exciting clashes. A big afternoon for both of these clubs, actually, with senior teams involved.
Absolutely, a big afternoon for senior sides for both the men and the women this afternoon. These are 2 young sides who have really pushed development through the ranks. They've got players who have been around the traps for a little while as they've progressed through the youth groups. Some familiar names that have popped up in the senior sides, and we may even see some names from the under-18s pop up in the senior lineups this afternoon. Who knows? We'll wait and see. But for now, we have Lions FC to kick us off. They are going left to right in their familiar orange strip blue sleeves. And right to left, we have Gold Coast United. And we will see what we have in store for us this afternoon.
As a club as well, Lions had a bit of success here at Spencer Park already this year. And I'll be hoping to continue that as we go this afternoon. And
yeah, it's a big afternoon ahead of us. This pitch will have to stand up to the test as we see the ball smothered in the area. Early touch there for Jess Taylor. And Jessica Taylor, she has made 4 senior appearances so far already this season. Long-term Gold Coast United player. And Stuart Dove, the Yorkshireman, just having a quick chat ahead of the game, just emphasised the priority on development through the squad and just seeing these players have the opportunities wherever they may pop up for them to get some minutes on legs, as they say, and some very important game time.
it took 37 seconds for you to mention Stuart Dove was from your neck of the woods.
Well, I've heard that his mum may be listening as well, so A up to Stuart Dove's mum. Hope that you enjoy the coverage this afternoon. We will not need any subtitles for you, or maybe for James, if a thick Aussie accent comes through at any stage. Great to get these games covered and an opportunity for these young players to really show us what the future of women's football here in Queensland is. As Eva Highland drops back for an early touch there. Georgia Serpts, a little rangefinder in the early stages.
If memory serves, Georgie Serpts was in the Gold Coast United system for a while as well.
Knights?
And Knights, yeah.
Yeah. There's a few players who have played their football and dabbled down the Gold Coast across both sides. Eva Hintz, I think, as well, has represented both sides. Knights on the attack on that far side. Ball across the edge of the 18-yard box. Millie Andriano with a good clearance there for Gold Coast United. Patient play at the back. Tallulah Rose and Grace Ortrud occupying those centre-half positions. Ball across. His heavy touch allowing Mally Goodwin the opportunity to have a run, and have a run she will, but that was an excellent, strong tackle. Jenna James across to defend strongly there, losing a shin pad with her efforts. And spilt again for Goodwin to pick up, but Lions looking pretty organised as Georgie Serpts across again. I must say, I was having a little look at the
loose pass.
Picked up on the edge, cleared away. Only as far though as Chloe Craven. United may have an opportunity to break. It's going to be a corner kick. The official on that far side overruled by our referee. It was a bit of a guessing game whether we would see Eve Hooper or Millie Hurst in goal for this one this afternoon. Millie Hurst gets the nod from Andrew White. Bit of work for her to do here, perhaps, as United send in their first corner. And all the way across Millie Andriano. She nearly had that one land right on her noggin, and in the end it just went across the face of goal.
And set pieces have been the story of the day so far. All 6 goals in the boys' final came from corners or free kicks. And it looks like it could be a similar story here in the girls' final. That was an excellent delivery in.
We've seen a fair bit of that across the senior MPL, speaking predominantly about the women, having covered the majority of their games this season, and there's a lot of organisation around the set pieces. I think there must be a lot of work going on the training ground, and it's paying off here in the 90.
Taking their cues from the professional game as well, where we're seeing set pieces have such a big impact up to the top flight of football, men's and women's.
United with another corner early in the game. Got a couple of bodies waiting in the box. That one's short, and it's cut out by Ash Jones. Ash Jones will certainly be one to watch this afternoon. 11 cup goals to her name. She's been on a little bit of a rampage. Eva Hintz across to Adriano. That one fired in towards the edge of the 6-yard line. But it is collected with ease for Millie Hurst. Lovely short ball there for the captain, Alyssa Hare, who's got great vision to send that one out wide. Ball in towards Michaela Peel. Good collection there by Jessica Taylor. Michaela Peel, who's started out on this right-hand side. Now down the other end. The strike straight at the keeper from Millie Adriano. causing a little bit of bother already. Millie Adriano, long-serving player herself, 2 league goals so far for her. She got one in the midweek against Easts when they came away 3-0 victors.
It's like both sides are looking to play very quickly in transition as well, looking to get the ball down that opposite end of the pitch as quickly as they can.
Yeah, I think from chatting with both coaches or getting a bit of info from both coaches midweek, there's a lot of talent and a lot of players who are really keen and really excited by the one-on-one opportunities. And we're seeing here again another run. Chloe Craven this time sending that one across. And Adriano, she tries to place it on that occasion. And this time it just is well watched by Millie Hurst. So we're already seeing Adriano and Ava Hintz in that midfield duo. Now down the other end, it's Eva Highland. Well across is Carly Little. Danger averted. It'll be a throw for Lions. They did get a draw midweek. 1-1 the scoreline for Lions. Both sides in action midweek. 3-0 victors Gold Coast United. So their season's still playing out. There's still a couple of games to go in their league campaign. So this game will not be a distraction. It'll be a priority for today. And back comes Adriano this time to defend. And the strike from distance is fired over. That was Alyssa Hare with a long-range effort.
Just a willingness to shoot as well for both sides, actually, from range, one end of the pitch and the other. These players not afraid to have a crack as well, and just looking to get some rangefinders in to test out the early game nerves of a cup final for both keepers.
Yeah. Well, even hearing about Carly Little getting her first score for Gold Coast United, she transitioned from being a goalkeeper to an outfield player, and her first goal was a spectacular 35-yard strike against Rochdale. I mean, if you're going to have your first goal as an outfield player, having had the gloves on, why not make it a special one, hey?
I actually am reminded of JJ McLean, the highly accomplished futsal goalkeeper, but when she was playing for Southsaw Western Pride, it was actually at this venue she scored a remarkable 35-yard goal, playing in the outfield one game where she got subbed on because she was, at the time, backing up B. Warrener.
That's the thing, like these players, they often find themselves in between the sticks. You hear those stories of players who end up being a goalkeeper rather than wanting to be a goalkeeper, and often they're then underestimated when they get a chance outfield. As Lions come forward again on the far side. It's Georgie Serps with a ball across. It's just found its way to Polly Jefford. Out wide is Goodwin. Georgia Dixon across in that left back position. Lovely ball forward for Chloe Craven. It has crept over the line on this near side.
And just looking at that space in front of the Gold Coast, no, in front of the Lions bench, sorry, is that's going to be tough for the wingers on this near side as well. The pitch, not a fair bit of run out this morning with the extra time game already. It is drizzling by the looks of it here as well, so just another degree of difficulty for these players.
Yeah, the ground staff here at Spencer Park may be hoping and praying that the weather holds off so that the pitch comes through unscathed. But for now, the weather is behaving itself. As again, Molly Goodwin with a chance to showcase some skill on that occasion, firing that one straight at Michaela Peel. It's Ash Jones to chase, and already noticing in terms of the formation, I've been told there's a lot of versatility amongst these sides, and they're going to make us have our work cut out for us this afternoon, James. There's no solid position for either side. Players have the freedom to roam, which is credit to the coaches. They're often trusting their players to be on the same page as each other and know what's coming next.
Well, that is one of the things that I do enjoy about watching you know, the NPL women's, FQPL women's, from seniors right down to juniors as well, is that versatility of the players where you can have someone in an attacking wing role and then filling in at centre-back the next week. And it does show that these players are really buying into that team concept as well and just trying to do what they can to, A, get on the pitch and B, help out.
Absolutely, and credit to the wider coaching staff who are putting the work in training to make sure these players are not pigeonholed into different positions. Highland, he's got Ash Jones to her right, and that one is well saved by Jessica Taylor. That little top duo of Ash Jones, Eva Highland and Michaela Peel already looking dangerous for Andrew Whiteside. Forward by Carly Little. Room to move on that far side. And in it comes. Eva hence finds Adriano. She's got Goodwin to her left. Stolen though in the middle of the park. Lions can come away with it and send it forward. And just that lone figure up top meant that it was an easier task than expected for Gold Coast United. Michaela Peel. Lovely overlap from Jenna James. She'll get there and she'll have plenty of time. Long ball in towards the back post, just over the top. It goes.
Pace that Lions have at their disposal, going from front to back. It's not something Gold Coast United are going to have to be very aware of.
Georgie Serps running in, tried to trick her way through. It was great defending there from Polly Jefford. Goodwin trying to get a touch on that. Jenna James gets there first. Moving it around nicely, Peel. And it is well defended there in the end. It's good defending there from Georgia Dixon, who was back for United.
It just looked like there that Peel was caught a little bit on her heels, maybe not expecting that return pass, but she did well to just jump out of what was a stationary stance to earn the corner.
Yeah, first corner here for Lions FC. Two already have passed us by for Gold Coast United. And it will be Jones to send this one in. Going to send this one for the short run. It's the skipper Hare who sends it into the box. Cleared away from the penalty spot. Left foot effort back in from Hare. Out it comes again for Ash Jones. This time it's sent higher. And the strike from the edge of the area was Georgie Serps. Had a little flash of watching Lions seniors there and Anna Soulsby just lurking out in that 18-yard box. She cut a similar figure there, Georgie Serps. The danger was averted.
Anna Soulsby, the NPL Golden Boot winner.
It's been a good little battle between her and Harriet Withers. And plenty of experience for these young sides to look up to as it's stolen there again. Georgie Serps is seeing plenty of the ball. Finds Highland. Highland's trying to dance her way past Polly Jefford and she concedes the free kick. Polly Jefford joined midway through the season from northern New South Wales. She predominantly plays in that centre-half position. Provided the assist for the decisive winner in the semi-final. Just reflecting on the road to the final for these sides. 34 goals scored for Lions FC. Some big score lines. 10 scored for Gold Coast Knights, albeit they had less games in the run-up. But they'll be very happy. They were beaten by Brisbane City in 24 and 25 in this competition, and Brisbane City were the side that they knocked out thanks to a 3-1 victory in the semi-final. So that'll be bragging rights.
I'm sure the Brisbane City players would have loved to have had a cup final here at their home ground.
They got one for the boys, James.
And how did that go?
No comment. We'll return our attention back to the game in front of us as we see that one corner saved there. It'll be a throw on the near side. It was excellent defending at the back. It'll be a throw that will be taken by Georgia Dixon. She gets the ball back from Heinz. This time just a little further back towards their own halfway line for another opportunity. It'll be Georgia Dixon for a second attempt, cleared away by a couple of headers, and Lions with an opportunity to try and break here. Good defending though, well back, Georgia Dixon, getting herself back in a good position. She's lost it though, losing out there to Michaela Peel. Good little battles in the middle of the park and deep in possession between these two sides early doors. United now looking like they might have a little crack themselves. Lovely ball by Taylor McMurtry. Out it goes to Maddie Fernandez. Back across looking for Adriano. It's going to fall for Goodwin. Goodwin just a little hesitation on that one and sent it back into the Lions' den. They are flying down the other end. Jenna James, who's looking very keen to get forward. Is it going to fall kindly for an attack? Michaela Peel thought her birthdays had come all at once there, but corner it will be.
And that was a good recovery by Little as well, who had the touch that almost teed up Peel. She came across, and I think the corner is actually not the worst result as well.
And again, just shows how quickly the game is transitioning already in these early stages. 17 minutes in, and we're already seeing the second corner for Lions. And it went short on their first attempt. It's Alyssa Hare to take, and this time still getting the short option. We're going to send it long in towards that back post. It was Highland who was the closest to it. And cleared away. And good little step there in the middle from Chloe Craven, but the only player in behind was Lions centre half Tallulah Rose. It comes for Georgia Serts. She's dropped back, hasn't she? And Jenna James seems to be occupying that right side position.
They weren't kidding when they said it was going to be a very flexible and fluid setup.
This will keep our cogs ticking over nicely, James. We do not want us getting complacent, Football Queensland, and this is the best way to keep us alert.
I thought that might have been the best way to keep us alert with the football coming up into the stands.
Never take your eye off that round ball as it comes our way. Gold Coast United get us back underway quickly with a throw. Georgie Dixon again trying to release Chloe Craven on this occasion. Jenna James. Forward it goes to Peel. Lovely little overlap there from Ash Jones. Can Highland get on the end of this before the keeper gets there? Great goalkeeping there from Jess Taylor. She's established herself as the number one for the under-23s this season. She's also excelling in futsal, I believe, as many players across the leagues seem to be keeping their skills up by transitioning straight into the futsal season.
Which I think is underway already. From a Gold Coast perspective, the Crusaders women's team have just been all conquering in the futsal competition, and it's due in large...
McMurtry with a strike. Sorry to cut you off there, James. McMurtry was looking lively, and that's a surname that many may be familiar with. Ellie McMurtry plays for the seniors. She is out, or the season is over, but she was out at the back end of the season to go for some surgery, get her ready for 2027. There's plenty of siblings amongst the squads, but also wider family relations, as that one's spilt in a dangerous spot. Jenna James will recover nicely. We've got Erin Apps on the bench for Lions, cousin of Emily Bowman, so keep your eye out. Apparently she'll be around with a banner at some stage. I've been told, wouldn't be a surprise.
Well, I did actually notice a few of the Lions senior squad members out supporting.
Milling around.
Yeah, that's it. We had that in the boys' final as well. Plenty of Brisbane City and East's first teamers helping out as well. So it's really good, I think, across the football landscape, seeing the senior team members out supporting the juniors, because so often we see the juniors coming and supporting at the big moments for the senior team as well. And it's nice to see that reciprocated. And
a lot of the seniors are in the coaching positions for the younger sides these days as well, so they certainly have their part to play, and great to see them come along and support. It's Jenna James just down on this sideline. We've already seen a change here. Mally Goodwin off, and it is Montana Wilkes, an early change for Gold Coast United. She's a surprise early doors. Mally Goodwin's looked pretty sharp, obviously not feeling too sharp as we see that early change, unless it is a tactical change. But Montana Wilkes, another who has had senior appearances, 3 senior appearances. Unsurprising given that Alex Pitt is very involved with his younger sides. He's progressed through the ranks himself. He's a couple of seasons in with the senior side, but assisting Stuart Dove in the youth setup.
I think that's been a very common setup at Gold Coast United over the years. When Alex Bundelow was coaching the senior team as well, Sarah Evans was the 23s coach, and Evans got that promotion up to the first team eventually as well to succeed Alex Bundelow. So it seems like that is very big, not just for Gold Coast United, but at Lions as well, that building those progression pathways for not just the players, but the coaches as well.
Jenna James looking to be moving pretty freely, so it looks like there is nothing to worry about there. There's that one. Chloe Craven was putting the pressure on there for Millie Hurst. And we're already seeing more of that shuffling. We've got Michaela Peel, who was up in the top 3 for Andrew Whiteside, now sitting and occupying that right back position. I've talked a lot about versatility over the season, and this is the best of it. I'm loving seeing these players just be able to fill the spaces where they're needed. Jess Taylor fires that one out to Carly Little. "23 minutes in here at Spencer Park. Montana Wilkes may have an early chance here. She's only just come on. Montana Wilkes, great save. Millie Hurst down with her right leg. There's a chance there for Gold Coast United. Jenna James with the head sends it back in to Millie Andriano for United. Gold Coast just switching the ball around here nicely. Taylor McMurtry on that right side once again. Montana Wilkes and Chloe Craven currently the furthest up for Stuart Dove's side. Trying to defend there, and it's spilt again for Craven to chase. Craven does well. She's going to have a second bite at that one, but Ayla Losev will put as much pressure on as possible. Back it goes. Maddie Finance. Good patient passing here from United. Good feet there from Ava Heinz. She finds Craven. A little bit of cheeky footwork again up top there. It's another thing that Stuart Dove led on midweek, that there may be a bit of silky skills on display today, James. So we'll keep an eye for that and enjoy every moment of it.
Cup final day, why not dig into the bag of tricks? But it is interesting seeing Gold Coast United, they're getting a couple of chances. Lions, to their credit, trying to play out from the back, but United seem like they were prepared for this and are putting that high pressure on.
Yeah, they've come out sharp this evening. They've got themselves another free kick inside Lions half. Everyone lining up on the edge of the 18-yard box. Polly Jefford looks keen. Plenty of targets to aim for. That one goes straight towards the goal, and it's just over. It was a great effort from distance. Why not have a crack? It's the skipper, Amelia Watson, who was a little bit tempted then.
Perhaps just something for Millie Hurst to consider as well. Next time there is a set piece along those lines.
Watson with another crack, and Millie Hurst staying alert.
Or just an open play chance. that was an interesting approach by Gold Coast United. As
Heinz sends this one forward. The flag is up there. Chloe Craven just creeping offside. Chloe Craven is one of those players that has played for both Gold Coast sides. She arrived from Knights at the start of last season and can pretty much, this will not be a surprise after what we've already spoken about, but can pretty much play anywhere across the park.
Those are the players that coaches love to have as well, especially in the junior ranks, where sometimes you may be battling squad depth issues, and there's having those players that are just willing to go anywhere, whether it's centre back, forward, wing, even a reserve goalkeeper if need be.
Lions on the attack, that cut out nicely there by Maddie Finance. And I think at this level, as much as players want to cement themselves in a position on the pitch, they also just want to be playing football. They want to be showing what they can do anywhere on the field to progress through to the senior sides. And these are two clubs that we've seen that is paying off for. They're getting chances with Nick Whiteside and Andrew Alex Pitt, who's just giving them opportunities to step up and show us what they're made of on the big stage.
And with such a busy football calendar as well at the NPL level, you need those players that you can call on to come in and play 3, 4, 5 games.
Sent forward for the chase. It's going to run all the way through to Millie Hurst.
But I even think back to when Gold Coast United won the premiership in 2020, all the young players they promoted through their academy or their youth system as well, who just came in and helped out. Of course, they had the anchors of the team as well: Zoe Corbett, Ellie Fryer, Dee Thompson, Dee Quirk now, I should say. But those players were supplemented by a very good group of young players who could come in and do a job.
Lions on the attack. Michaela Peel can't get there, and Ash Jones was the player chasing. Yeah, United, most of this under-18 squad are the same players who won last season's under-17 grand final. So they have stuck together, they've progressed, and they've developed as a wide squad. So it's not a surprise to see them settled in as a consistent unit for the under-18s. Cut out at the back nicely. Gold Coast United with a little bit of defending to do here. Ayla Losev will take the throw on the far side. Made her debut 3 weeks ago in the under-23s against Kapalabar. Number 8, 2 league goals for her this season. Alyssa Hare trying to just run her way through traffic, but she had 3 United shirts to get through. Will be a corner kick. Lions will not turn the nose up at that. Alyssa Hare will go across to take this one.
What set piece routine have they got cooked up this time?
Got a few tricks up their sleeve for the afternoon, I would assume. This time, leaving everyone in the area. Georgia Serps comes out deep. That one's nodded behind to make sure. Will be a corner again. That was Amelia Watson, the captain, just lurking on that front post.
Here we go again with that corner from the far side.
Georgie Serps lurking just in the D outside. A little bit of movement from Lily Simpson. There's a few bodies to aim for. Grace Ortrud has come up from the back. This one's sent in and doesn't make its way into the field of play. So goal kick to United. Half an hour has already passed us by here this afternoon at Spencer Park. Every time, I'd never have any idea where the time goes. That is what happens when I'm stood here wittering away. United get that one underway. Maddie Finance, not quite sure where that ball had gone as she headed it up into the air. Lions crack on with Jenna James. Jenna James sends the ball down the line, cut out. Jenna James will have another chance at it. A little bit back and forth between both sides. Alyssa Hare picks that one up strongly in the middle of the park. She's striding forward and has a crack, but it's Polly Jefford who snuffed that one out.
Stayed down as well as Hare. Just getting checked on by a couple of the Gold Coast players as she's back on her feet now.
Yeah, it was a strong tackle from Polly Jefford, strong but fair, and I think it was just that impact. that caused her a little bit of bother. Lovely little flick on there from Ayla Losev on that left-hand side. Lions momentum just swinging in their favour a little, but the offside flag is raised on the near side.
Well, it does feel like Lions are starting to get a little bit more momentum back when you consider that Gold Coast United, they looked like they were starting to really take control of this game about 5 minutes ago. And it does seem like the feeling out period has ended and both sides now looking to assert themselves on this fixture.
Carly Little carrying the ball forward. That long ball forward cut out again by Lions. Good, strong challenge in the middle. Ash Jones sends that one out left. Lions with few bodies in the box to aim for. Little back heel. Adriano will get there first, and can United go on the break with Chloe Craven and Taylor McMurtry? She's got Wilkes to aim for. McMurtry goes herself. And saved comfortably by Millie Hurst, but that just shows how quickly that transition can occur.
That was a 3-on-3 for Gold Coast United as well. 3 attackers on 3 defenders, each taking on their opposite marker, and it wound up with another shot on target for Gold Coast United.
And certainly tallies going in the attempts for both sides. On this right-hand side, Georgie serves with a lovely ball forward. Ash Jones to chase, cut out though by the skipper Watson. Adriano with an optimistic ball forward, far too much on that one for Craven to chase. Chloe Craven, 2 league goals, no cup goals to her name so far in this campaign. Out wide, Ayla Losev can't quite keep that one in. To allow Maddie Finance just up over halfway for the throw. It's a Gold Coast United graduate. Maddie Finance began in the under-17s, regular appearances with the under-23s. And again, another one who can play in the midfield or defence. Predominantly on the right side, but who knows? Ball round the corner there from Ava Hintz. Lions get a boot on it. Lovely little touch there. Watson. Ball into space. It's cut out by Maddie Finance, who she's going to have a little run forward. Adriano to Hines. Adriano gets a foot on it, moves it out wide for Ellie McMurtry. United moving the ball well here, but Lions are quickly upon them to defend.
It does feel like that's a staple of every Lions team you see, no matter what the age, no matter what division they're playing in. They're so well organised at the back, and they just make life so tough.
It's the throw. 10 minutes of the half to go. Throw taken down the line towards Craven. It's going to go in towards Wills. Can Wills get there? Not ahead of Millie Hurst. Millie Hurst is looking sharp so far in this half. Lions now trying to create some sort of counter, but just not enough orange shirts forward. Here comes the skipper, Watson. James seeing plenty of the ball, trying to create something here for Lions. Hare and Adriano, a little shirt tug there from Alyssa Hare right in front of our referee.
Not a whole lot you can do to get away with that one.
Tactical challenge perhaps, but the cards stay in the pockets. And a little bit of liberty taken there by Polly Jefford, and the referee was straight onto it. It's not really going to earn you too much ground there. She'll settle to place it on halfway, and forward it goes from Jefford. Lovely little touch. A little bit heavy in the end from Chloe Craven. Eva Heinz with the fancy feet. Nodded forward for Wilkes to chase. I've been pretty impressed by Montana Wilkes when I've seen her for her couple of appearances for the senior squad so far. She's a tall player, and I know that Alex Pitt, when he's brought her on the senior side, he's just stuck her up top and been a target to aim for, and she's pretty nifty with the ball at feet as well. So a great addition to the senior side when she gets the opportunities.
Must be nice being a tall option up front.
Out wide it goes from the clearance. Calm from Lautsev. Both keepers happy to have the ball at the feet and play the ball out to be involved in the transition play rather than just booting it downfield, which is again another thing that's becoming quite common across the leagues.
So the Gold Coast Knights senior women's side out and about.
Gold Coast United seniors arriving out of hiding as well. I think they've been here for a little while to support the youngsters, but more and more of them starting to arrive. Lions just crowded out on that far side. Across the middle of the park for Wilkes to pick up. Lovely little first time touch, but Craven was beaten to it. Wilkes again looking strong. She loses out on this occasion to Lions. James with a couple of little step overs against Dixon. She's going to try and get that ball across, and that is good defending in the end by Dixon, but does not avoid the corner.
Well, that was really well defended by Dixon there, as she didn't commit when James tried to make the move to open up a bit of space for the cross or possibly the dribble pass, but it worked out really, really well.
Yeah, Dixon, another Gold Coast United graduate, looks strong in that left back position. It's going to be Alyssa Hare to take. She's got support short from Georgie Sertz. She's going to take that short option. She'll have to try and keep herself on side. She's done that. Georgie Sertz sends that in. A little cheeky back heel. Is it going to fall? Kindly.
I love the ambition.
Michaela Peel.
I love the ambition of the back heel as well. Two Gold Coast United players in the way, just helping with that block and helping Jess Taylor out as well.
It was confident play there from Lions. It's sent back in the mix. Tallulah Rose with a big boot on it. Ash Jones dancing her way through. Is Peel onside? No, she isn't. She just crept offside there. But that was a lovely phase of play from Gold Coast United. Michaela Peel just trying with that cheeky back heel. She has scored in the round of 16 against Virginia. She scored in the semi-final against North Lakes. So she is certainly a threat, and she's got 15 league goals to her name this season. Well, not surprising to see her in those positions. Watson, the skipper, calmly out. Dixon gets the throw. Georgia Dixon sends that one forward. Wilkes and Craven up top. They've got support from McMurtry and Hines. A little slip there from Wilkes, and it will go out for a goal kick. 5 minutes ahead of us, James. Where on earth has this half gone?
It's been an end-to-end tussle. Both sides have had their periods of dominance so far, but just haven't been able to have that breakthrough. The best chance probably was for Gold Coast United, but that save was made by Hurst.
Peel, again, just trying to turn her side out of trouble. They will get the throw on the near side. We're seeing plenty of switching on this near side. Michaela Peel, Jenna James, just even Georgie Sertz in there. Those three players on this right-hand flank switching and changing as the play unfolds. Ball forward with a couple of awkward bounces. Eva Highland is sent flying by Watson. They're giving it to each other a little bit there. A couple of shirt pulls in both directions.
And Highland looks like she's been battling for the last 40 minutes, and she's sometimes cut a lonely figure up top for Lions, but she's putting in the hard yards, chasing everything down, and doing what sometimes the striker has to do, which is make a nuisance of herself.
Absolutely, that's the
And I mean that in a nice way.
order of business for any striker, I reckon. I will mention for Gold Coast United, they are missing Rosa Maher due to concussion for this fixture, which is an almighty shame. She is the granddaughter of former Leeds and England manager Howard Wilkinson, so football in the blood. And hopefully able to cheer her side on from the sidelines. United on the attack with Eva Hines trying to get that one through again to Craven. Michaela Peel pokes that one forward to Eva Highland, who's got the heavy strapping on that right foot. She finds the return ball, but in doing so also finds Carly Little.
And I think as well with football, 10, 15, 20 years ago, you might have seen the player dealing with concussion just told to shake it off and get back out there. But we know now a lot of sides are, appropriately so, better safe than sorry with the concussion and return to play protocols.
Yeah, there's lots of parameters around that now, which is great to see, to protect the players in the game and make sure that they can continue with their playing careers for as long as possible. Especially
in this age group as well, where youthful exuberance might try and take over from time to time.
Absolutely. Grace Ortrud, Lions in a position there where they would have been caught short at the back had United maintained possession, and they do have it back here with Maddie Fernance, but illegally so, says our referee. Fans on the sideline not in agreement with Piper Jenkins.
The assistant referees who in the grandstand, who weirdly enough are all in Gold Coast United colours.
No comment. No, the lane I should stay in. Michaela Peel with a lovely little nod on there. Ash Jones couldn't quite get there. Now chance to move on this near side is Montana Wilkes. Again supported by Chloe Craven. Alyssa Hare across well. And Wilkes will play the ball off Hare. And out it goes for a throw-in. Couple of minutes of the half remains. We had the early substitution with Mally Goodwin making way for Montana Wilkes, but not really too many stoppages, just Jenna James who went down. Out it comes again. Highland is sent to the floor. And the referee has not seen anything untoward there, but will come across to check on Eva Highland. She is the hat-trick hero for her side in this cup competition, James. A hat-trick against Kapalaba in the round of 32 and a hat-trick in the semi-final against North Lakes. She's also scored 3 hat-tricks in the league this season. So if you want to do the math, 5 hat-tricks.
15.
Yeah, well done.
Does she only score hat-tricks? Or?
Well, we'll see. We will see. She's back on her feet, which is great to see. Forward there it goes from Highland. Jones with a lovely little ball forward, but too far ahead of Lily Simpson.
And just zipping that ball around Lions as well as that final pass. If it just bent the other way, it might have just caused a few nerves for the Gold Coast defence.
Both sides have certainly had their chances in the first 45. At the moment, we are locked at a stalemate. Lions may do something about that as James comes forward. James fancied it herself. She had Peel and Highland ahead of her. Jenna James with a solid chance there, straight at the keeper. Montana Wilkes with a heavy touch. And Jenna James does the same. A little bit of back and forth between two sides. Jones with a lovely ball forward for Peel to chase. She will get there ahead of the defender. Michaela Peel wins her side a corner kick.
Another corner for Lions. They are starting to add up in the last 20 or so minutes. And just the 1 minute of stoppage time.
One additional minute.
Yeah, I'll beat the ground announcer to it.
Alyssa Hare across again to take the corner. This time Georgie Serps stays in the mix, just lurking on the edge of the 18. She might come across and give the short. That one's going to go in towards the keeper, and well saved, Jess Taylor.
That was a confident take from Taylor as well. She had to get that one right.
She came out pretty early, Taylor. Chloe Craven now trying to cause a bit of bother up top. And good defending there at the back. Lautrev. Taylor Lausev, very technically capable and confident under pressure. Playing in the left-back position this afternoon for Andrew White. Andrew White is the head coach of the under-17 girls who play in the FQA League One since, he's been their coach since 2025. And that is all we have time for in the first half. Both sides evenly matched and locked in at 0-0, so plenty to look forward to in the second, James.
Certainly, chances both ways, a lot to look forward to. I think you give it maybe 50.1 to 49.9 to Gold Coast United, but it is very much on a knife's edge at the moment.
Excellence. Is it measured in likes, bottom lines, or the impact we make around us? The things we build, the students we inspire, the care we give.
Baby girl.
At CQ University, we recognise all kinds of excellence. We combine contemporary courses with more choices and real support to empower you to create the success that means more to you. Be with CQU.
Felton Industries is proud to be the official shelter and grandstands partner of Football Queensland. Felton offers a range of premium aluminium grandstands, from elite portable spectator seating to soccer team shelters for players and coaches. Give your fans the best view of the game with Felton's comfortable spectator seating. With sun-safe shelters, all powder-coated in your team colours. Whatever your club needs, Felton has a high-quality, low-maintenance seating option to suit. We are the pioneers in Australian-made grandstands and team shelters. Contact Felton today on 1800 834 016 or visit felton.net.au.
Future game is changing, and so it's really important for us to understand that we're not developing players for the here and now, it's for the future. It's extremely important to have an identity as a state. There's some key characteristics that we identified as being really important to Queensland players. The first one is creative, which refers to a player's technical ability, their base level technique and their X factor qualities. Second is courageous, how players influence the game, their levels of effort, their absolute desire displayed on the pitch. And then there's competitive, so their winning mentality, and that's got nothing to do with winning games. And that's a never say die effort, which is a hallmark of Queensland players in the past. It's something we want to continue to preserve. That's what frames everything we look for in a Queensland player. It's really important for every fan of every club, for every member, for every player to understand what it means to be a Queenslander, lean into the nature of the Queensland spirit. I think this is the most exciting time for youth development in a long time in Australia. We've seen so many young Queenslanders move on to bigger and better things. We've seen so much national team representation, and we've seen a massive shift in terms of the focus on youth development in a professional sort of setting within the A-Leagues. So if you're a young Queenslander, it's our job at Football Queensland to ensure that we're giving every opportunity to players to reach that stage and support talent wherever it may be to reach the higher echelons of the game.
I think football was always my thing, yeah. I just loved it. Yeah. I love being a part of the team, and I love winning. Yeah. I played for Warriors in Townsville, and it was really good, and I learnt a lot, and I felt like I was just having fun. I was really nervous at first because I'd played against these girls all growing up. Like, I'd always been in the Townsville team, they'd been in the Metro teams, and I was really nervous because I didn't know whether I was good enough or whether I was just like overreaching. With the right support and the right coaching and the right programs to be identified, like carnivals, you can definitely get spotted and you can do it. From there, it's just how much you want it, really. The Queensland State Team program has helped me believe in myself, because a lot of the time when I don't believe in myself, I don't perform as well, and that's probably what's let me down. Off the field, I'd say just like becoming a better person and more mature and friendly and outgoing, and I feel like helps me bring me out of my shell, I guess, yeah. I feel really, really grateful and really honoured that I've been selected and that I've been seen and identified to be good enough to play, just to have the opportunity to play in front of national team coaches, and I just feel like super confident, super eager. It's really good to see my kind of progression from not making it at all to making it. The Queensland State Team program can really help push you into the A-League teams, the Premier League teams, the Matildas representing your country, and that's something that I aspire to do. I think just the level of coaching and the intensity and playing in a better team definitely makes you a better player, and you kind of understand what you have to do to get to that level, and it's, yeah, really good.
Excellence. Is it measured in likes, bottom lines, or the impact we make around us? The things we build, the students we inspire, the care we give.
Baby girl.
At CQ University, we recognise all kinds of excellence. We combine contemporary courses with more choices and real support to empower you to create the success that means more to you. Be with CQU.
Felton Industries is proud to be the official shelter and grandstands partner of Football Queensland. Felton offers a range of premium aluminium grandstands, from elite portable spectator seating to soccer team shelters for players and coaches. Give your fans the best view of the game with Felton's comfortable spectator seating. With sun-safe shelters or powder-coated in your team colours. Whatever your club needs, Felton has a high-quality, low-maintenance seating option to suit. We are the pioneers in Australian-made grandstands and team shelters. Contact Felton today on 1800 834 016 or visit felton.net.au.
Future game is changing, and so it's really important for us to understand that we're not developing players for the here and now, it's for the future. It's extremely important to have an identity as a state. There's some key characteristics that we identified as being really important to Queensland players. The first one is creative, which refers to a player's technical ability, their base level technique and their X factor qualities. Second is courageous, how players influence the game, their levels of effort, their absolute desire displayed on the pitch. And then there's competitive, so their winning mentality, and that's got nothing to do with winning games. And that's a never say die effort, which is a hallmark of Queensland players in the past. It's something we want to continue to preserve. That sort of frames everything we look for in a Queensland player. It's really important for every fan of every club, for every member, for every player to understand what it means to be a Queenslander, lean into the nature of the Queensland spirit. I think this is the most exciting time for youth development in a long time in Australia. We've seen so many young Queenslanders move on to bigger and better things. We've seen so much national team representation, and we've seen a massive shift in terms of the focus on youth development in a professional sort of setting within the A-Leagues. So if you're a young Queenslander, it's our job at Football Queensland to ensure that we're giving every opportunity to players to reach that stage and support talent wherever it may be to reach the higher echelons of the game.
I think football was always my thing, yeah. I just loved it. I love being a part of the team and I love winning.
"45 minutes at least ahead of us to see who will be crowned the Under-18 Girls Kappa Queensland Cup final. Gold Coast United 0, Lions FC 0. Gold Coast United were out of the sheds pretty early and just having a little kick around on the pitch as they waited for Lions to come out. It is Ella Dobromski who kicked us off there, so that is one change for United. There's a couple more to mention as well. We'll wait for our fourth official to confirm the changes. So we know that Montana Curry is out there wearing the number 36. We will confirm who has departed as soon as Stuart Dove passes that information on to Taylor Bulletin ahead of us.
Yeah,
Lions with a chance. Eva Highland in a one-on-one. Great stop by Taylor. The hidden post. Eva Highland can make no mistake on that occasion. What a start for Lions. Eva Highland with the first goal. Stuart Dove hasn't really had a chance to finish naming his substitutions. It's a little bit scrappy in there, James, but in the end, Eva Highland got that ball over the line.
It was so frustrating for Gold Coast United. They thought they'd done the job. A great save by Taylor. The follow-up strike comes off the post, and it falls there for Highland with the goal at her beckoning and doing what any good striker would do, following up the opportunity.
Yeah, it was a great save in the first instance. Then they hit the post, and then Highland got that one in. There is confirmation. It's Millie Andriano who was taken off.
Taylor McMurtry is off as well.
Taylor McMurtry. We have a flurry of changes here. Those to keep an eye on. And number 40,
Carly
Little, is also made way. Was that Isabel Jong? Did I see a number 34 in the mix there?
Not that I've seen. So the three changes I've got, Amy, we've got 40, Carly Little, 44, Taylor McMurtry, and 51, Mila Andriano. Off for 36, Montana Corrie, 45, Ella Dombrowski, and 54, Taylor James.
Excellent. Good teamwork, Krista Coughlin. There's maybe a chance here for Dombrowski, but Lions get there ahead of them. Ash Jones trying to get on the end of that one. And a chance here for Taylor James to get an early touch.
And I will say as well, it does feel like that was the goal that this game needed. Both sides have been really pushing in that first half for that breakthrough, but now I think for Gold Coast United, they're going to have to try and take more of those opportunities as well. And they did force a big save in the first half out of Millie Hurst, so it's not like they're going to be looking at this going, they haven't been in this match with opportunities.
And it sounds like that was the game plan all along for Stuart Dove, supported by Alex Pitt on the sidelines. They've got their game plan, they're sticking with it. Ayla Lausev plays that one across the back line via Hare. It's a kick out from Hurst. Tallulah Rose sends that one forward for the goal scorer, Highland. Highland with a bit of a pep in her step following the opening of the scoring. Sends that one in. Lausev. Cross it goes for Peel.
And that was very much a story of the first half as well, with Highland isolated up top for the Lions attack, and just for, some may say just reward for the endeavour she displayed.
Yeah, and good commitment and determination from the front three. This is a chance for Taylor James. Can she get on across to Ella Dombrowski? She can, and across it goes. Is this the equaliser? Montana Wilkes will make sure it is. Montana Wilkes was lurking. What a start to this second half, James.
And it's the three substitutes for Gold Coast United linking up there as well. Wilkes coming on early in the first half, and then the two halftime changes helping link up. And that was a well-worked move, just a weight of numbers. Very similar story to what we saw at the other end of the pitch as well.
2 goals in quick succession. Lions get us underway. We'll be looking to cause bother straight from kickoff. All the way through it goes to Jess Taylor. Quick distribution from the number 21. Across it goes out left. Montana Wilkes, she was an early change. That is her 5th of the competition. And Eva Highland snagging her 7th of the competition this afternoon.
Oh, what a good start to the second half then.
You certainly could not afford to be distracted as this half kicked off. See Andrew White up on his feet in the technical area. Same for Stuart Dove on that far side, so both of them keeping a keen eye on their sides. Lions send it forward. It's going to fall into the middle of the park for Tallulah Rose. Giving it on to Georgie Zerps. Out wide it goes. James again causing bother, but it's given away to fresh legs of Montana Corrie. Montana Corrie, one senior appearance so far this season. Several years with QAS before returning to United for the current season. Another one who's playing in the under-23s. Forward, that one goes from Alyssa Hare, Highland beaten to it. Lions with a little bit of space. And mix things up themselves. Alyssa Hare sends that out right. Lose out. Chloe Craven, who was playing in that more attacking position in the first half, just sat back in that left back position. With a bit of switching and changing. Let's not assume that's where they're going to stay as Eva Heinz comes forward. Out it goes.
See your spot chart, Amy's getting a bit of a workout as these players just adapt to the match flow and their different roles as this goes on.
It's great to see versatility that we've mentioned. Crack there from Georgie Zerps forward.
Well blocked by Jefford as well, coming out and trying to close down that space. She's been playing in that screening role the last few minutes and trying to just make life tough for that Lions midfield.
Lions do have it back with Ortrud. Wide it goes to the skipper Hare, flicked forward, but in the way is Chloe Craven. Chloe Craven and Georgia Dixon in the 52 and 53. Now United, they will look to move the ball forward, switch it out wide. Lovely ball forward from Finance. Taylor, James with a lovely little step over. Back it goes to Finance. Lovely little ball in for Ella Dabromski. Good defending, but Dabromski was tenacious in trying to keep that attack alive. Montana Corrie in the mix as well. And all the way back it goes via Amelia Watson. Taylor calm with the ball at feet.
That was unbelievable
she was
work.
Calm. Out wide it goes.
Knew exactly what she was doing there, Taylor, who's
She didn't want to make me look silly there. Had to stay calm and control on the ball.
And you think about the goalkeeping depth that United have as well. We'll probably bring this up in the senior women's final, which is coming up later today. I don't know if it's still a 4:30 kickoff or not, but you look at the depth that they've got with Taylor and Layla Adams as well for the senior team. It's a pretty solid group that they've cultivated there at Copley Family Sports Park.
Yeah, it is a position that lots of teams are investing lots of time and energy in, and plenty of talented goalkeepers coming through the system. Maddie Finance with the throw, a bit of a change of mind as to where she was going to take it, perhaps impacted the quality of that throw. Lovely feet from Ash Jones, dancing her way through and feeding Highland. More fancy footwork there from the goal scorer. Jones will take it back and offer the switch. And Michaela Peel, it was a big ask for her to get on the end of that one. United moving the ball around, playing to feet. Polly Jefford just occupying that anchor position currently. Maddie Finance inadvertently lets that one go.
I think that might have been on purpose, actually. Got the call from the teammate behind her. And
it was beautiful all the same. Finance will get us underway with the throw. Got the Razzo-esque ribbons in the hair. We're seeing more and more of those pop up across the game. It's worth mentioning.
Battle in midfield there. Sorry, Amy. Just Jefford.
Taylor James trying to dance her way forward past Alyssa Hare. Sending that one in towards Dabromski, who made quite the impact in the semi-final. First touch off the bench was the goal that sealed their place in the final. And there is Ella Dabromski. Turn just taking it away from her there.
And that one going into the stands, I think, startled a Lions supporter there who might have been buried in the phone.
Well, that'll serve them right. There's a quality game of football ahead of them. Forward comes Lily Simpson for Lions. She's got room to run up against Maddie Finance. Across it goes. Taylor did leave it.
It was Craven, I think, with the tackle. Was it Dixon? Or the block there?
Yeah, Georgia Dixon. With an all-important block. Confident play there at the back from Hare. He's dropped back into that centre-half position alongside Ortrud. Just switched with Tulula Rose. There is the offside flag. The referee hasn't spotted it.
Must have been a decision of an advantage coming there from the referee, perhaps.
United with the throw. Forward it goes. Good footwork there from Corrie. Just turning away out of trouble. Back it goes to Maddie Fernand. She's got Taylor James ahead of her, but sends it through slightly the wrong direction and collected at the feet of the keeper.
After that frenetic start to the second half, it does look like we're back in that same pattern that we were in the first half, where both sides happy to take the patient approach.
Yeah, it's settled to slightly slower pace of the game. They are aware that they have 30 or so minutes ahead of them. Jones with a lovely ball cut out at the back by Dixon. Out it comes again. And the strike from distance was Georgie Serps, and it was just lacking the power behind it to trouble the keeper. Eva Hintz switches out to the left. Haven't seen too much of it on that side. Montana Wilkes, the goal scorer, will love a run forward. But little wave of apology across to Ella Dabromski as that one ran way ahead of her. Little flick on by Jones, given away. United have it with Dabromski. Lovely little overlap on that left-hand side from Craven. So we've seen she's slotted back into the more defensive position, but is certainly able to advance in the attack. As Lions try and come down the other end with Georgie Serps. Lovely ball forward for Highland. Great defending as the skipper Amelia Watson across to clear.
Well, job done there at the back for Gold Coast as they cut out the threat of Highland, who's just up against it today. It has to be said. It's been a tough hour for as well, with the reward of the goal so far.
Just did cop a little bit in that first half as well. Sent flying on a couple of occasions. It's a nice, tough competition between these two sides. Lions with their first corner of the second half. Highland and Jones in the middle. It's great defending at the back. Georgia Serps with an effort, and into the gloves it goes.
I think that
was
might
Tallulah Rose, wasn't it, in the end?
I think it might have taken a touch off Wilkes there, which took a bit of sting out of the strike, but nonetheless, it's building now for Lions.
Taylor going for the short option, finding Watson. Taylor James encouraged by the sideline to make her way forward, and that she will do. And well across in the end was Grace Ortrud. Will be
just did enough to knock her off her path there without giving away the penalty as well, as that could have gone very, very wrong if it was timed differently from Ortrud.
no penalty and no corner, so excellent defending from Ortrud. Another regular in the under-23s. I am told by Stuart Dove that if you do try and push her off the ball, you're likely to end up on the ground yourself. So unsurprising to see that strong challenge at the back from Grace Ortrud. James. Throw straight into the chest of a United player. Gold Coast United back in possession with Ava Hines as Ella Dabromski ahead of her goes for the option. Left, Polly Jefford with a strike. And wide it goes. She's found herself in a great position. Number 17.
I didn't think much of that strike when it was taken on, and it just kept getting closer and closer and closer, and you wondered if it was going to sneak in.
Millie Hurst, her goal kick cut out again. United with a good press here. Maddie Finance trying to advance her side. United still in possession, this time running all the way through to the keeper.
That was well read as well by Hurst off her line quickly.
Grace Ortrud, calm at the back, finds James. James is shoved off the ball fairly. Polly Jefford in a bit of a tussle, wins her side a free kick. We may start to see Andrew White make a couple of changes for Lions. It's going to be Rosie Swale potentially. Ella Dabromski again, just not having that one fall kindly for the shot. And out it goes for a United throw. Craven to take. United with the free kick.
The Lions holding off the change as well until they've dealt with this free kick. See the tall Taylor James lurking at the back post. She may be the target.
Montana Wilkes, Polly Jefford, Ella Dabromski also in the mix. There's plenty of height in there for United. 3 in the wall for Lions. Millie Hurst has them organised. In it comes. Millie Hurst comes to punch and misses. And it's not fallen into a shooting position. The danger is averted as Ash Jones has Eva Highland ahead of her. Eva Highland, as she stayed on side, she has not. Flag is up. That was tight, James.
It was close, and here come the changes now as Swale and which is coming on.
So number 7 making way.
Kayla Peel and Jenna James off.
Jenna James off. Petra Lesavljevic, the teeth in before I say that one, is on, as is Rosie Swale. So double change there for Lions.
Substitution for Lions FC, coming off number 7, Jenna James, and number 17, Michaela Peel. They'll be replaced by number 19, Petra Lesavljevic, and number 12, Rosanna Swale.
So both coaches making some changes as the second half kicks on. A little shove in the back there. Referee says play on. Polly Jefford with the switch. Lions nearly cut that one out. Forward it goes for Highland. She's got support from Jones, but she's muscled off the ball there nicely by Eva Heinz. On either side with a troubling shot since they both got their goals. It's credit to the defence, I would say. Lions coming forward on that far side. And all the way through it goes to the keeper. And just a reminder, following this fixture, we have the senior women 4:30 p.m. We'll notify you if that kickoff does change. Depends what happens here. That will be a Gold Coast derby. Gold Coast Knights versus Gold Coast United. And then at 7 p.m, James, I believe you're back on the mic. Oh, is it Alan and Adam on at 7 p.m?
Yeah, that's it. It's the UK duo.
United coming forward. Ella Dobromski doesn't get a clean shot on that one. And wide of the mark. United coming forward again. Montana Corrie looking hungry, slides in, maintains possession. Montana Corrie sends that one across, nodded away in the end.
Oh.
Look at the strike! From the edge of the area, it was Eva Heinz who was lurking in the right place at the right time. And from going 1-0 down, 2-1 up. It's the story of coming from behind so far today, James. Still plenty of time left on the clock, but again, just another sign of staying alert when the ball is cleared out from earlier chances.
It was a chance that came out of nothing, really. It was cleared away, and we've seen a few of those strikes come in from that region, but none have really been able to make their way through the traffic cleanly.
Lions with their own chance down the other end. And Georgie Serbs just trying to level things up pretty instantly, as we saw with the 1-1. But this time it was not troubling for Jess Taylor. Jess Taylor sends that one long. Gold Coast United won't want to settle with such a slim margin. They are on the attack here. Goal scorer Eva Heinz coming forward, and this time Millie Hurst will collect.
And in terms of strikes today, we may not have seen one hit any better than that one from Eva Heinz, who...
Forward, Lions come. Can Highland level things up? She's hesitated, and across it goes. Scrappy at the back. Not enough time for us to catch our breath as Lions come forward. This time Jones, and the offside flag is up for Rosie Swale at the back post.
Well, just a moment of appreciation for the effort there from Maddie Fernandes coming across with the tackle, the follow-up block, and making sure that she got up and joined the offside line to catch Swale out off that delivery.
Here is Maddie Fernandes again on the ball. Lovely little touch there from Taylor James. Taylor James has looked very lively since coming on. 2 goals in the quarter-final against Sunny Coast Wanderers, 1 semi-final goal against Brisbane City. Lifelong Gold Coast United Academy player, and she has looked very lively this afternoon. Here is Corrie on the ball. Corrie going for a little run herself. She does have support from James. James will send that one in. Heinz just getting it stuck under her feet and giving it away in an attempt to find Polly Jefford. Now Rosie Swale. Lovely little battle there up against Georgia Dixon. All the way across it goes.
Pass was so close to splitting the Lions back line, but it was well read by Hare.
battle on that right side. Chloe Craven this time gets the applause. I'm told that she is, amongst all the versatility we've seen here this afternoon, she is one of the squad's most versatile players. Certainly holding her own in that left back position, Chloe Craven. 20 minutes left on the clock here at Spencer Park, home of the Cup finals for today. Again, United trying to get in the way. And Ash Jones with the strike. Just dragging it to the left side of the post.
And that was travelling as well. That could have very easily snuck in, but across the face of goal. Highland is quick to retrieve the ball.
Yeah, United, not surprisingly, not in too much of a rush to keep on going. Long ball forward. Taylor James with the touch, sends it straight into orange traffic. Just a reminder that these players are playing across the under-17s and the under-23s FQPL, or FQA, the Academy League One. Lions sitting in first, Gold Coast United sitting in third, and we're seeing plenty of talent for such a young group of players, which is very exciting for the future of female football here in Queensland.
Yeah, I think that's been one of the best parts of getting these 18s grand finals, boys and girls, featured on FQTV as well, where so many promising young prospects for Eastern Brisbane City before, and now Lions and Gold Coast United.
Swale with the ball in for Highland, stolen off her toes and allows Dobromski to send that one forward. Taylor James has got Montana Wilkes. Taylor James is also surrounded by orange shirts. Great tackle from Alyssa Hare, showing Taylor James who's boss on that occasion. It will be a throw-in for Gold Coast United. They've got the advantage.
And I do wonder if that's coming at a little bit of a price there for Hare. She was a bit slow to get back to her feet. Does have some strapping on that left leg. That would have been a harsh handball decision.
Lions send it to Jones. Swale on the run. Lovely ball from Jones. Rosie Swale on the run. Rosie Swale with a square ball across for Highland. Highland, she's trying to get it onto her left. Blocked. And then Jones sends it wide. Just that hesitation, hey, from Eva Highland just allowed the defence to get across.
Yeah, and just a rush of blood there from Jones. I thought she might have had space to take a touch, as we now have another change coming up for Lions.
Going to see number 18, Emma Mess-Nagull, on for Tallulah Rose. I would not be surprised to see Erin Apps join the party soon. Emma Mess-Nagull and Erin Apps have a partnership that has featured heavily in their league success so far this season.
She'll be replaced by number 18, Emma
Lions sending it forward, cut out at the back by United. Lausev and Hare trying to build something, fired into Ella Dobromski. Lions can reset, they've got time on the ball. So Alyssa Hare sends that one forward in the hope of finding Swale. United just cutting out the ball in the important areas of the pitch. Georgie Zerps was down a few minutes ago, just stretching out that cramp, so we'll see how troublesome that becomes for her. She's put in decent shift so far this afternoon, Georgie Zerps.
She certainly has, and she's basically been charged with running that Lions midfield, but it just hasn't quite come off that final 5% for her today.
Sent in by the skipper, Hare. It's going to go all the way through. And United will happily take the goal kick.
Quarter of an hour to go now, and thinking back to the boys' final East, waited until the final 5 or so minutes before they really started going all out to try and find that equaliser. And I think if you're Lions, you've still got that confidence that the chance will come for you. It's just a case of being patient and just not panicking yet.
You'd be very silly to write off either side with 15 minutes to go, having watched the under-18s boys just before this and seeing the goals come in the last minute of the full-time and stoppage time. Out comes Taylor, and it's very clear to see why Jess Taylor has been given the senior opportunities so far this season.
Calm and controlled at the back, and a couple of big saves when required, and that's pretty much all you can ask for from your keeper.
Grace Orchard trying to urge her side forward. Taylor James, lovely little tussle there with Rosie Swale. Another one on the score sheet in the Cup campaign. Rosie Swale scored in round of 16 versus Virginia. This is her first season at Lions. And I've been told very, very clearly that it's Rosie, and if I call her anything else, she will give me quite the talking to. I'm going to stick with that.
Well, she knows where to find you.
Absolutely.
No hiding on location today.
Taylor James coming forward down this right-hand side. Does have support from Finance if she needs it. She's going to use that space that opened up nicely for her thanks to that little distraction run, a decoy run from Finance. That pass forward nearly falling dangerously for Eva Highland. Lions now striding forward. Grace Orchard finding herself a lot further up the pitch than we've seen her. That ball through was lovely, but just not well timed for Rosie Swale to get on the end of. But Grace Orchard, credit to her for that attack.
It was a well-worked run, but I'll tell you what, if she played that pass out to the left looking for Swale a couple of seconds earlier before she tried to check her run, that probably would have played Swale in for an opportunity on goal.
Absolutely. Good bit of play there from Lions, but just scuppered by the timing of the pass. Ella Dobromski's looking slightly lonely up top. She's got the support on either side, but when the ball's coming to her, she's very quickly crowded out by Lions players. Montana Wilkes might have an opportunity. Montana Wilkes! First time effort with the left foot! She's made it free. It's 2 for her. And what a difference she is making for Gold Coast United.
Well, she came into the match a lot earlier than perhaps she might have been expecting, but what an impact as well in this second half. 2 goals, and that is a brilliant finish as well. The second goal from Hinds was an absolute tracer. That one, a deft touch over the top of Hurst, and just, again, smart play from Gold Coast United.
It's a lovely finish from Montana Wilkes. 6 for the Cup campaign. He scored in the important stages of this competition: quarter-final, semi-final, final, and that was a very confident first-time hit from the left boot. Lions with work to do. There's still plenty of time on the clock, all things considered.
And it's one of those finishes that can go so wrong if you just don't hit it properly there. But Wilkes got her lines and measurements right and got one into the back of the net.
And I do notice with the senior side yet to come, Gold Coast Knights are out warming up. Gold Coast United are still sticking by their youth side and watching on. No doubt they'll have to make their way to the warm-up area shortly. For now, still decent chunk of time ahead of us here in the under-18 girls final of the Kappa Queensland Cup. I mentioned their league campaigns are not over yet, James. Lions have got their round 15 make-up fixture against Brisbane City. That's back here at Spencer Park. They have a round 27 fixture away to Olympic. And for Gold Coast United, they have got their round 27 away to Modern City Excelsior. And their round 26, they're playing those in reverse due to how the season has unfolded. And their final fixture will be at home, hosting Brisbane City. So whichever side does take home the silverware this afternoon, they won't have too much time to celebrate before they're back in action in the league. But I'm sure that they will be given enough to enjoy the occasion.
Such is the nature of the local football calendar at this time of year, where the good sides are as busy as you can be.
Strong at the back again from Hare. He's found Lausev. It's going to fall for James. Lovely little poke through for Dobromski. She sent that back, and the body language of James was a little like, mate, are you sure? It wasn't quite having the pace to get there. The intention was well intended indeed.
Here come the last rolls of the dice for Lions off the bench as well. Two remaining outfield subs being prepared for their introduction.
Forward comes Corrie. Corrie occupying that wide position. She's got Taylor James in support. She goes across the face of goal, nodded away by Hare. Jones has been quiet on the goal front, but certainly not quiet in terms of distribution this afternoon. Ash Jones, lovely ball through for Swale. Put back for Zerps. She's got Swale again in support. She's going to send it across and into the path of a United defender, so the attack fizzles out for Lions. They do still have possession.
I can just tell you, Amy, as well, the Gold Coast United senior team just making their way out for their warm-up with a speaker that is the size of a carry-on suitcase.
Look forward to hearing the warm-up anthems as we're going to see number 6, Alyssa Hare, make way. She will be replaced by Phoebe Uematsu. And then number 15, Lily Simpson, will be replaced by no less than Emily Bowman's cousin, Erin Apps. So we will get chance to see Mesnagul and Apps. We'll get a chance to see the combination.
That is the bench emptied in terms of outfield players for Lions.
Lily Simpson.
Forward it goes from Jones, searching again for Highland. United do have Chloe Craven at that left back position who gets there first, but Lions will have the throw deep inside the United half. 7 minutes left on the clock. It is a bit of a mountain to climb for Lions with that 2-goal buffer for Gold Coast United. They'll have to throw everything at this one in the latter stages. Jones, wild ball across. Definitely seen those ones pay off with players lurking at the back post in the past.
Taylor just very quick to go chase that one down.
Forward it goes from Taylor. Out it goes for a throw. Couldn't quite keep that in on the far side. Lions with the edge in the league campaign, but Gold Coast United with the edge in this cup competition. They'll have the chance to do the double this afternoon, James, with the Gold Coast Derby ahead of us. A proud moment for the club if they can get this under-18 win under their belt. Jess Taylor just making sure by sticking a boot through that one, sending it downfield. Nodded on by Highland. Swale. Look at Maddie Fernandez. She's been on the pitch for 85 minutes and she's still running at players as if she's got fresh legs. I say that in cursor as she's now limping out of that challenge, but in terms of her energy levels, there's plenty left in the tank.
This is almost the dream position for Gold Coast United as well. They just have to stay calm, stay composed and just see this one out.
Forward it goes, poked through for Highland. Highland gets it on her right and just bends it too far around that right post.
Oh, she had the chance there off that first touch, I thought.
And we've seen Highland, she's obviously very comfortable with both feet, because the attempt before, where she just had the hesitation, she took the time to get it on her left. Here she's done the exact opposite, taken the time to get it on her right, but just bending that one slightly to the right.
The chance was there too, and that was a well-worked move. Serps at the heart of that again.
Corrie. Advantage played, but Corrie can't make the most of it. Fired down straight into the area. Hurst is happy to fire that one downfield, trying to keep things moving quickly for Lions. Swale dropping back. Smart play there from Rosie Swale, finding herself in a good position. Lovely little dink forward from Ash Jones. A little bit of flair there from the number 11. Highland. Jones, lovely ball forward. Serves cut out by Jefford. Hines comes forward. And Grace Ortrud will just stick a boot through that one to try and send it back downfield, but has conceded the throw.
And it just looks like this Gold Coast United defence, they're still sharp, they're still alert, and they just seem to be reacting half a second quicker than the Lions players.
Certainly got a pep in the step given the scoreline and the performance they've put on here this afternoon. The coaching staff were pretty relaxed going into this one and pretty calm and confident in the preparation that United have done and the ability amongst the pitch. It was mentioned that the preparation, given they're still in a league campaign and players are playing across age levels, hasn't been as ideal as you would hope for a cup, but they've been happy all the same. And across it comes.
Ooh.
For Lions again, just not able to trap it.
And those chances are starting to build up, as you would expect for Lions.
Taylor James, will Taylor James find herself in a one-on-one? Taylor James, can she get it round the keeper? Oh, just wide off the post from Taylor James. Would have been a very fitting finish for her, having come off the bench and looked very lively.
In the second half, she has been very impressive playing down that right wing.
Lions have it on the right-hand side. They've got numbers. Across it goes. Eva Highland, she can't believe she couldn't connect with that one. That just pretty much sums up the way that this is going for Lions. We're going to see Ava Marshall join her Gold Coast United colleagues. Another academy product and another one with plenty of goals in the league. 13 league goals for Ava Marshall. To wait for the ball to go dead before she can join us.
We may also
Ash
see a
Jones.
change in that substitution plan too, as is down.
A little bit of cramp perhaps in the middle of the park. Stuart Dove just coming across and saying, yep, let's take her off instead. As predicted, he's just having to shuffle things up slightly, given cramp in the middle of the park. Ava Marshall will get a few minutes in her legs this afternoon. A little look to the bench there from Stuart Dove, potentially looking for physio Lily Darcy to come and help, but he's on his own, it looks like. And this is a first final appearance for these sides, so Gold Coast United making history here this afternoon if they can hold on. It's Montana Corrie in tears as she comes off. It's not pleasant to see. I hope that that is looking, is it Maddie Finance
I think it is Finance, yes.
Finance, who will make way. She has been exceptional here this afternoon for Gold Coast United. We wish her all the best and hope that that is not as serious as it looks. She's certainly showcased her talent here this afternoon. There's 3 minutes of stoppage time on the clock. That's a goal a minute needed by Lions if they want to take the win. A couple of goals in 3 minutes. Is that too big an ask? You would suspect so. But again,
I've
who
seen
knows?
stranger things already today.
As have I. Lions have it with Swale. First touch is a good one. She sends it out for Highland to chase. Tough challenge in the box, but a great one from Highland. Keeps it alive in the attack. Swale, Lausev. Mesnagul finds Jones. Swale steps round the challenge. Lovely play. It's like Ash Jones has just found this next gear a little too late in the game. She's looked very lively, don't get me wrong, for the 90, but just these changes of pace and this skill that we're seeing is perhaps a little late in the game for Lions. She had a great cup campaign herself.
Well, it was good defending on that far side. It was Craven.
Wilkes is on a hat-trick, and Wilkes is in a one-on-one, and great defending at the back. That was Petra Vlasoviljevic who got back and defended very well there to stop Wilkes from getting to take home the match ball.
And actually won a goal kick off that as well.
Certainly a sign of a great defence. Lions will just be looking for a consolation here as the clock continues to tick down. Free kick goes the way of United. It's Ava Marshall who was muscled off the ball unfairly there. It will be Ava Marshall to take.
Surely it's just seconds remaining now. I can see the United bench ready to come out and enjoy themselves.
Mesnagul, Highland, great defending there from Jefford, who just sends that one into no man's land. Anywhere will do at this stage of the game for Gold Coast United. They send it long downfield. Polly Jefford just comes to check on Highland, and Highland doesn't seem too interested.
I think she's exhausted and frustrated with the amount of work she's got through today. Highland, a goal in a losing effort for her team, but it's been a tough task for her this afternoon.
Wilkes in another little battle on that far side. Little look at the official from the referee for the decision. She wasn't sure herself, but the official on the near side has given the goal kick. And the Gold Coast United fans, in great voice, they're not happy. They're 3-1 in the lead, and they're still very unhappy not to get that decision. Love the passion from the fans. And there is the final whistle. There is the Gold Coast United bench running on in celebration. Big congratulations to Stuart Dove and his side. Alex Pick, Nick Beck, Rosa Maher, Fiona Watson, of course, physio Lily Darcy in the mix there as well. But more importantly, well done to this young squad of players. They went 1-0 down after the break, and then Ava Hintz and Montana Wilkes with a brace have sealed a historic Queensland Cup win here for Gold Coast United. James, final thoughts on this one?
That was a phenomenal display in that second half by Gold Coast United. They created chances and they took them. They withstood a late flourish from Lions as well, and we've seen so many teams go down to Lions and then just wind up in a heap. But to their credit, Gold Coast United, they were too good today and are deserved winners of this match.
It was an exceptional showcase of quality from our young sides here this afternoon. Lions. They looked sharp in many pockets of the game, but Gold Coast United, they've just had that edge over their opponents here this afternoon. Congratulations to Lions for their